get. Oh, it's like every other day.
Psychiatrists believe that prolonged exposure to the stimulus of alcohol will nevertheless pervert. Come join the fun with no legitimate outlet. You probably think there couldn't be anything worse.
Oh, yes. We're back.
Welcome. Welcome everybody. Thanks for tuning in. It's Friday night, and we're very excited to be back with you tonight. We have a short show for you tonight.
That's right. It is a very short show today. We're going to cut it in half, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, probably even less, for a few reasons, but they're all great reasons. So one of the reasons is because between you looking for a job,
yeah,
and between possibly me looking for a job,
right?
We are doing.
You haven't done anything to put yourself at risk, have you?
No.
Okay.
I'm all good.
You're in a good spot. I thought you were doing okay.
Yeah, I'm in a good spot. I'm not. I don't have unemployment or anything coming to me. So I'm the Amazon thing is great. Amazon thing really just gets me out of walking for no reason and gets me out of the honey-do list.
Right. You mentioned it more than once, actually.
Yeah. So that serves a purpose and some cash, and of course some cash flow.
Nice.
But right now, because of my good friend Rick Nelson, I've went to the dark side, and I'm doing a mortgage class.
Mortgages, yes.
Yeah,
good money.
Yeah, and there always has been, and it's funny, despite even with this crazy times right now, the mortgages are just crazy because the rates are so low. In fact, if you're out there and if you're employed and if you're not refinancing at the 3% rate that's out there, then you're crazy.
You're cray-cray.
But he's always kind of wanted me to come over there because he's like, Troy, because you know a lot of people and you're a good person and blah, blah, blah. You do good at this, and I'm a kind of a sales guy. So because of this, I've pivoted. And I am
yet another pivot.
Multiple pivots. So I'm doing a mortgage class.
Mortgages.
Yeah, online. And let me tell you what. So it's great. I love learning. I really do. I don't know, when you're older and you appreciate education and what it can do for you, you have just a newfound appreciation because actually you could see it serve a purpose. So I absolutely, it's kind of geeky, but I really love it. And today I was on my day 8, and it's a 14-day class, and I was on the math part. So the part where all the calculations, and I was
good at that.
Yeah, I was geeking out. I was like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, you're in your element right there.
Yeah. So that's kind of why we're going to have a short show tonight, because we haven't had a lot of time to focus on content and stuff. What have you been doing?
Oh, man. So I've been creative, but not musically, sure, I've been doing some fun stuff, but it's taken a back seat to the fact that, man, I baked from scratch, bro.
What?
Monkey bread. We're talking, I made the dough with my hands. I created, I used the, yeast. I raised.
So you like with the dough,
I needed that stuff, man. I got into it, man.
Do you have a mixer? Do you have one of those?
No. I used my own God-given gifts, my hands, and it turned out fan-freaking-tastic. I want to thank Alyssa Keene for letting me borrow her bunt pan. She's awesome. I love Alyssa and
How'd
Tim.
you
They're
get?
great
How
people.
did you get the bunt pan in said so
Uh,
times?
Right. So she also gave me like a bunch of dry yeast. She had a bunch of yeast. She's a baker. She's a wonderful baker. But I know we've exchanged, like, I mean, we've done grocery exchanges for them. They were kind of in a hard spot for a while, so we helped them out. We sent them dishes with some of our homemade soups that Caitlin and I have made, and as kind of like a thank you, they came by, set them outside, and I had mentioned online that I was totally wanting to make monkey bread, and she just dropped it by with some yeast. So it was a really lovely gesture. Turned out fantastic. Awesome. Yeah. So
Well,
that was, I mean, that's what I was doing. I was being creative that way. I was also growing my hair out a little bit, rocking the feather. I don't know if you can see this.
Okay.
Look, my hair is damn beautiful. Look at that.
I don't even
can't
know
buy
what to say because right when I saw you today, I was like, "What the hell are you doing? You're doing that on purpose." And it reminds me of a picture I saw of you. And geez, I so wish we had this picture from you from high school that you could pull out. But a picture from you from your high school senior photo that you look exactly except way older.
Yeah. I look way older now. Yeah. I weighed about 168 pounds back then. I was a twig.
How do you like? How's the job search?
So I had so this week I had what they call a skill assessment meeting, which is basically where you go and you have an interview and they ask you questions about your job, what you do and how you do it, what areas of knowledge you have. And it's about an hour, and it's the longest hour in the history of mankind. And let's just say that I have the worst inner monologue. My voice in my head is, "You're not good. You're an idiot. No
Oh
one's gonna hire you."
no!
Dude, you have no idea how bad my brain is. And I found out last week that they're going to do it on Thursday, and so I'm like, awesome. Let's do it Thursday. I'll be great. 10 o'clock in the morning. Let's rock it. And then the next I said that on Monday. I was in an absolute panic, slept like garbage, just doubting everything in my head. How do I prove to these people that I know what I'm doing? I've been doing this for 20 plus years. I mean, I don't call things why they call them. I just do the tasks. The companies I've worked for, they don't define the same things. I mean, it's industry standard of what they discuss, and every company's different. Every company has some way they call it, and so I mean, I was explaining it, and once it started, I just went boom, and everything came out of me, and I felt like I did a pretty decent job. I screwed up a couple terms, but I'm like, when you're calling those things, we never refer to it as that. We call that debug mode versus, testing the app itself. So there's terminology there that the guy had to kind of lead me to, but I mentioned in those instances what I had done, how I had accomplished them, and moved along. And they were videotaped, so my answers are videotaped, so they are going to be submitted to my possible employer, who will then review them and say, well, do we want this guy or do we not want this guy? So it's out there for the world to see. It's a little scary, but afterwards I was like, it wasn't such a big deal. But I had myself so worked up that I was going to fail that it was scary. So,
and that's sad. That's actually really sad to me. And I bet you people, and I appreciate the full disclosure. I appreciate the honesty. And I kind of know this about you because we've been best friends for 30 years. And I would love people to chat in on how awesome you are, Scott, because how do you get those thoughts? I don't want to go into this tonight. Maybe this is another thing, but
it's supposed to be a short show. It's supposed to be a short
show. It's supposed to be a short show, but Scotty, you are amazing, and when you're in your element, you're amazing. And I know people will chime in to agree with me. But anyway, that's sort of sad to me. And damn it, you're the best. You're the bee's knees.
Thanks, man. Thanks, I appreciate it.
But I want to talk about.
And my hair looks great too, by the way.
Oh gosh,
my hair's the best too. You're welcome.
That's the only part I disagree with you about. Your hair is absolutely.
Come on, I'm bringing the feather back.
And look what I'm bringing. So
What'd you want to
I
talk about?
wore this simply because my hair is out of control, and it's Memorial Day weekend. So
Right.
America, I'm thinking about America.
We spoke earlier this week, and your hair was long and actually lying down, and I've
Yeah.
not seen your hair actually flop over. We're talking in well over a decade. I don't think I've seen you with not straight hair.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
It's actually I've got really thick hair, so when it's long,
Yeah.
it lies down. Yeah,
It's
it basically crushes the other hairs, and it's hard to manage. We got Rick Nelson, my buddy, online, so
What's up, Ricky?
I wanted to do a little shout out. And I wanted to let them know that. So now I'm doing my mortgage stuff online, right? So I'm going to go there. I'm going to do my mortgage test. Me and Rick are going to kick some butt. We're going to help some people out, realize their dreams. And here's what I just realized is that I would be able to officiate your wedding. And this is not all a good thing. Officiate your wedding, DJ your wedding,
Yes.
and then do the mortgage on your first home together.
It's amazing.
What?
You could officiate, you could MC, you can DJ, and you can sell them. You can sell.
I can do the mortgage of the house, and then I'm like going. I'm that guy like on the side of the road that opens up the van and says, "Oh, that's right. We got flowers, we got cakes, we got everything." So I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm pathetic."
I hate this term. But when they say one stop
One-stop
shop, you're literally the one stop shop.
I don't want to be.
And talk to Scott if you want a marriage counselor. Perfect.
Dude,
I ain't cheap.
it is so sad where my life's going. But anyway, I wanted to let them know why we're going to cut it short tonight. We're only going to do like maybe 30 minutes max because of a few reasons. I know no wonder our shows always go over. This is probably going to be another hour and a half show that we didn't plan.
Perfect.
But I want them, besides the fact that we've got other stuff to do, we're going to be upgrading some software.
Yeah.
Right. And you're testing that out so you can produce, not me. So right now I'm pushing buttons and
You're going like this.
yeah. And we want it to be where you are pushing the buttons, where I'm like the MC and you're like the show controller. So that's one of the things. So we're upgrading the software. We're going to add some added capabilities like live interviews, like all that good stuff. We're going to we need some time to create some new content, some new Troy videos. You know those Troy videos that you guys love.
Everybody loves them videos, man. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
Your Cinco de Solo, whatever it was pretty. It's pretty well received.
Yeah, so I have a couple ideas, and I don't want to ruin it, so I'm not going to tell you.
Don't say a word.
I've got a couple. There's a series. It's going to be called Troy McVicker ... Boom, and it's going to be a title. And let's just put it that way and leave it at that. It's going to be hilarious. I also, with this new software, we're going to have a chance to do some live interviews.
Right, like you mentioned. Yeah.
So I think more interactive experiences like live interviews, engage you with games and live challenges. That's what we're going to be working on. That's why we're just doing a short show tonight, because we're going to relaunch in a couple weeks on a different night, and tell them why it should be a different night.
Look, Friday night is a tough night. It's a tough night for a lot of people. There's actually a lot going on Fridays. Especially with regards to what's going on with the whole lockdown and stay-at-home stuff. But once this stuff sort of lifts and we start getting gatherings, Troy, you're going to go right back. You're going to pivot again, back to what you do. It's Fridays, Saturdays, and sometimes Sundays, man. That's your bread and butter right there. So
what do you have the deal? What do you have?
We'd be in the middle of a show right now.
Yeah, don't you have some Friday sound effect or something?
Oh, I do.
It's Friday, got it down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
I can't do it anymore.
So yeah, because Fridays eventually, if this thing gets back to normal, we'll be working Fridays. So our new show times are going to be Thursday nights. And what do you think? Should it be 7 or 7:30? Because eventually we're going to get East Coast is going to be chiming in, as soon as we get famous.
It's a little bit late. Yeah, I say 7 o'clock. Any later than
7
that.
o'clock? All right, so we're going to do Thursday nights at 7 o'clock starting on June 4th. So that's the big deal. So we're taking a break next week.
It's so far away.
Yeah, but it's going to be after phase 2 starts. So we'll finally get to see what the deal. So we're going to be able to do some creative thinking. We're going to be able to change and upgrade some segments.
Yep, we're gonna speed some stuff up.
I think we speed some stuff up, make things sharp and. So if you have any ideas, and I'm gonna splash this on here. Not that anybody ever emails us, but if you have any ideas, I know a friend of ours, Jennifer Davis, threw on a bunch of ideas.
She's on right now. What's up, Jen?
And they were great. They were really, really great. Those ideas were great. And what we want to do is we want to interact and we want to engage. We don't want to do, we want to go social. We want to see what people are doing socially, but we don't want to be news, right? We don't want you to see what people normally see on TV. Right?
It's true. I mean, it's true. We kind of want to bring the light side of what's happening.
Yeah.
We want to bring as much as possible. We're going to keep it real. Don't get me wrong.
Keep it real. You know what? That's a new segment. Write it down. Keeping it real. Keeping it real.
God. Nope. No.
Yes. Keeping it.
I don't want to kick that hornet's nest, man.
Keeping it. No, it's a murder hornet's nest. Okay.
Murder hornet. Oh my God.
But so that's the deal. So we're gonna relaunch on Thursday nights at 7 o'clock, starting June 4th. We're gonna relaunch with some new fun segments, some new fun stuff. I know we've got the new Troy's Top 5. It's gonna be fun. But before, we're going to do a couple more things tonight, and before we go, but we want to definitely award our contest winner.
Yes. We have a winner. We have an official winner this time, an actual winner.
We have an official winner. We had actually a few emails, and maybe that's also what we kind of go over is like how they submit stuff, because maybe email is not the best. Maybe it's... maybe it's text, or maybe it's, you know what I mean? I mean, maybe it's Twitter. Maybe we need to twit stuff. Maybe we need to tweet. Maybe we need to tweet stuff.
Yeah.
We should get a Troy and Scotty tweet. Can you start that
Bust
up?
out your pager, man. Bust out your pager. Or some
Oh, look, Patty, my sister from another mister, Patty says Thursdays are better. So I like that. I like it.
They are better, yeah. They're better. More better.
So so tell them what the contest was last week.
So the contest last week was that you send us an email.
Yes.
we basically went, just send us an email, make it appropriate, send it to us. I know that Jennifer Davis sent us a really great email with a lot of content. We're like, and awesome pet pic. Just, fantastic. Got 2 dogs, wonderful pictures.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And some other folks have sent pictures as well, which is great. But yeah, we do have an official winner. And Troy, you can go ahead.
Actually, let me go get the prize though, because they were so excited about it. One second.
Great. Okay, sorry. Troy has a prize. He has to give it to you guys. But so yeah, it was really difficult to decide who the winner was this year. This week, it was very challenging.
Yeah.
We had so many emails, so many funny comments. We were dying laughing. You and I both are laughing. It's hilarious.
It's good stuff. So we've got the contest winner for the best email, and it's an old friend of ours, Gretchen, and she did go after a different last name, but it's Schauger, and her email says, "I want to win!" 4 exclamation points. Hope you guys are doing fabulous! 3 exclamation points. Oh, I love me some Fireball. 5 exclamation points. And she's the only one who included an address. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner is Gretchen! Fireball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gretchen for the win.
So check it out.
Ooh, oh, it's so lovely.
Check it out. So the Gretchen is going to get this in the mail, and we make sure with TP we leave a little meat on the bone,
Nice.
just in case you have some excessive dampage, excessive wetness.
Sure, yeah.
And so you'll be receiving these. You'll be receiving this shortly. So thank you for your incredible email.
That's awesome. Yeah. Congratulations, Gretchen. Good work. Strong work. Thank you.
Oh, you know, I think we just if we keep the bar low,
Yes.
I think that's our key. And or just when people are, anyway, that's going to be part of our new show. We're going to release that. I'm not going to
Let's forget the low part. Let's just say keep the bar. Keep the bar.
open. Keep the bar
open.
Cheers, everybody. Raise your glass. Raise your glass right now. What are you drinking? Oh, light beer.
I'm watching my weight.
All right. So here's
cool.
the deal. So right now we're only going to do one segment tonight,
Awesome.
and I'm gonna go ahead and take this stuff off real quick, and because the next time you see us, Scotty will be doing this, and I won't be looking down at my screen, which is going to be incredible.
Cheer.
But right now,
No pressure.
Scotty ran across this amazing story, so we decided to tonight, because of Memorial Day,
Sure, yeah.
right? Because of Memorial Day, recognize a quarantine hero.
Here we go.
Troy and Scotty present Real Quarantine Heroes. Real Quarantine Heroes.
Today we salute you, Captain Tom Moore.
Let's show a little love to our neighbor.
All right, you guys. I don't know if you heard this story. It's pretty fantastic. But a gentleman by the name of Captain Tom Moore turned 100 years old. He's a he's a British World War II veteran. And in late April, he launched a campaign to raise money for the health workers during this pandemic. And he pledged to walk 100 laps around his front yard for donations. His initial plan was to actually raise $1,250. That's what he was planning on doing. And then that was hopefully before his 100th birthday. Well, word got out that he was doing this. And with his fortitude and optimism, as according to what the article said, it says in the face of the COVID-19 crisis, it prompted more than 1.5 million people to chip in. Ultimately, this man raised for healthcare workers $39 million. $39 million this gentleman made.
Wait, not 3.9.
No, $39 million.
Oh my god!
It's fan-freaking-tastic. Right?
So it was for healthcare workers, and where's he from?
Right. He's in England.
In England.
From England. Yeah. And come to find out, the Prime Minister heard about that, said that there should be a special night. There should be a special night. He should be knighted for special circumstances. Right. And so he reached out to the Queen, and the Queen has agreed. So Captain Tom Moore will be Sir Captain Tom Moore here before you know it. And he's super, super excited, and he's a beautiful man. But I just thought we would share that with the world, that this guy, turning 100 years old, decides he wants to raise $1,250.
$1,250.
And word gets out, and he raises $39 million.
What? And he's like, son of a bitch, why did I do that 50 years earlier?
It's fantastic.
He's
just hoping the Queen isn't heavy-handed with the sword, because he might be an old sod later. He's got the greatest spirit ever, man.
Dude, but $1,250
yeah,
going to 39 million. I mean, how do we do that at our age where we need the money? He's like, he doesn't need the money.
Right, yeah, we're a charity. We're a charity. No.
How do maybe we can do something. Okay, everybody, I'll tell you what. If you're watching out there, I'm going to go outside in my front yard, in my front driveway, and I'm going to walk around my front driveway. Please donate. I mean, it won't. It won't work. It won't work.
It's not going to work. You're not almost 100 years old. You're not a veteran.
I
You're not
feel.
a veteran World War.
I feel 100 years old.
Right, that's true. All right, but I just want to share that with the world, you guys. Congratulations, Captain Tom Moore. You are our real quarantine hero.
Quarantine heroes.
Nice, great.
All right.
God bless him.
God
Wow,
bless him.
Thanks, Troy. I want to share that with the world.
No, I really love it. I want to share just before we get off the air because it's going to be a short show, and we continue to make it longer. But we're going to get off the air in a couple minutes. Sure. I wanted to share something. I want everybody to know who my mom is.
Yeah.
Who my mom really,
Cherry.
who my mom really is, and so I wanted to share a picture she sent me right here. Here we go. So here it is. First it was COVID-19, then it was the murder hornets, and now they've released the Kraken.
The Kraken. Oh my God. This person should never be wearing those shorts. They're I'm sorry. It's the worst thing ever.
How could they think that's all right in any way? Like, how is that okay? And I'm, by the way, I'm hoping, at least I was until right now when I saw this picture, I'm hoping that the Seattle hockey team is called the Kraken. That's just a personal hope. Yeah.
I hope so.
Because they can say release the Kraken, and it won't be like
Sockeyes were leading in that call too, by the way.
God, that's horrible. Horrible.
And they're a fictional team from a book. You'd have to pay royalties for the crap.
All right, so Mom, thank you for that. And then I'm going to show you.
Mom, thanks for nothing. That's terrible.
That's freaking horrible. I threw up in my mouth 3 times, and then I looked at it again. And it was great. Okay, so here's the deal. So also, and by the way, we got Moneyballs back on the line. What's up, Moneyballs?
What's up, Moneyball?
Good to see you. My wife sent me this one. Okay. So yeah, this is an interesting one. And this is okay. If you're feeling down, remember there are these flowers. They're called the Naked Man Orchid. Okay.
The weirdest.
And they are orchids. They're actually orchids from Italy, and they're Naked Man orchids. Look at that.
It's just weird.
Just like hanging dudes with like penis everywhere with these orchids. And apparently this was also after I learned more.
Yeah.
The funny part about it is I learned a little more about where she got the photo, and guess where she got the photo?
I don't know. Where'd she get it?
My mom.
Wait a minute. Dude, that's fucked up.
So, because of those photos, I'm going to let my mom know that, Mom,
right.
I understand why I'm the way I am these days. Thank you very much.
Nice.
Yeah.
Fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. There it is. Good for you, man.
But I want to remind people, right here, TroyScottyShow@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. If you have ideas, we're relying on you. Like, what would be entertaining? What would be fun for you guys to see? So please go to TroyScottyShow@gmail.com. And also, we're up. I got a very exciting news for you, Scotty. We're up on our YouTube feed.
Yeah.
250 people.
Whoa.
I know.
50 whole people.
50.
50.
Yeah.
Not 15.
No. If we get to...
That's amazing.
I know. If we get to 100, there's a lot of things open up. The stream is better. Sure. We get to customize our names to Troy Scotty Show, blah, blah, blah. So please subscribe at YouTube, right? So Scotty, do you have the link that you could share in the feed?
To your YouTube?
Yeah, I sent it to you on the page, our page, for you to copy and paste in our feed. So Scotty will do that. Scotty will copy the link. Please go subscribe to our YouTube because, I mean, we're not like begging for followers. We're just if we get to but we kind of are. And we're not looking to monetize anything, but eventually we'll become famous all across the world. But
Whoa, sorry.
oh wow, that's awesome! So please go, just subscribe, and that way it just opens up the next level of stuff. Also,
don't.
so here's the way I want to end tonight. While you're doing that, while you're sharing that, I want to thank my friend Lisa Ryder. So the Ryders are good friends of mine, Steve and Lisa.
Yeah, I haven't seen them in a while.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen anybody in a while.
No, but I mean, it's been a lot longer. I mean, I know you guys are good friends, but I haven't seen them in a while.
Well, it's so funny. I don't see him for a while either. I see him every fantasy football draft.
Right.
That's when I see them. But they've been friends of mine for a super long time, and they're just great people. And I got sent a picture of their son, which I'll tell you a story about. Yeah, Anthony Ryder, who graduated this year. And they said, congratulations to our son.
Oh, dude, is he that old? Is he graduate?
He graduated this year. Yeah.
Oh.
And it just kind of made me go, oh, yeah. Let's feel it. Yeah. Turn it up a little bit. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So Anthony is like a really, really good kid. And it's funny, I kind of feel bad now because one night we were all partying together when partying was more important than children. And maybe it's still that. And he did something where I actually locked him outside, and it was winter. Yeah.
Wait.
Dude, that's fucked up.
Yeah, I am an asshole. So it was winter, and I may be personally responsible for keeping that kid on the straight and narrow because I locked him outside, and I said, "You don't do that. You don't talk to your parents that way or something." And then I let him in, and he was good ever since. So it may be may be because of me, but it reminded me, and I want to. That is messed up. I'm such an asshole. I want to do a little photo of him. I want to congratulate Anthony Ryder. Congratulations on graduating high school. Look at that kid. He's just a great kid, and I love him to death. I love the Ryders to death, and I can't do things simultaneously. So anyway, so I want to thank him, and that reminded me.
Yeah,
it's so unfortunate that kids haven't been able to have their graduations.
Yes, it's been a really, I mean, with seriously proms.
Yeah.
Any of that stuff. It's been just the emotional toll it's had on these kids is you can't even fathom it. We have a girl across the street from us, our neighbors. They have a sign in front that says, Shorecrest High School graduator.
Yeah.
Graduate of 2020, and she's been on this roller coaster of just emotions. And my wife mentioned something briefly to them, and yeah, we can't even fathom it. I mean, Connor, he's in grade school, going to go into junior high school, and he's going crazy with not being able to see his friends. But this is something else. This is like life-changing. This is where you go off to go to college. There are major moments in your life that are happening that normally involve so much social connection, and they're not getting any of that.
None of
it. It's brutal.
None of it. So kind of reminded me of it. So here's what we want to do. And me and Scotty talked about it before that. We want to have a graduation live on our show in June. So we would love you, if you're listening to us, whether you're parents of kids that are graduating, because we've got out on our front lawn, these kids jumped out one day and started pounding this Woodinville graduate in our lawn because we have a graduate here, Lukey, who's graduating this year. And I said, oh my gosh, it just kind of dawned upon me. If you have a graduate, or if you are, Scotty, maybe we're attracting the young audience too. Maybe the graduates or the college graduates. Who knows? But if you're a parent of a graduate or a graduate of some sort in these times, we would love you to send us a picture, right, a picture of your graduate along with, oh, there's Loki right there. You got it.
I got a card in the mail from some guy.
That's right. There's my
I was
bonus.
going to bring this up last week.
There's one of my bonus sons right there. Oh my gosh, he's so
He's
good
a
looking.
good-looking kid,
Yeah.
man. Seriously.
He's smart. He's so smart. So we want you to send us the picture of your graduate, and then we want you to send us some fun facts we can read about them. Right. Of course, the name and what the future holds, and college and fun facts. So we can give him. We're gonna dedicate like half of our show in June, one of our shows, to where we are gonna do a graduation ceremony where Scotty will have the pomp and circumstance, right? Like this.
Perfect.
Right, and we will literally hand them the graduation certificates online, and then I will be like talking about them right there live, and then we just want to just show them some love. So if you want your kid to have some love on the Troy and Scotty show, because it's going to be by June, there's more than likely going to be like world renowned, more than likely going to be cast everywhere.
Sure. Yeah, we're local celebrities at this point.
Yeah, we're local. We've always been local celebrities. Like, we're like, don't you know who we are? People are like,
right?
Who are you guys?
We DJ a wedding in Canada once, and we were international DJs.
Dude, we are international players.
There you go.
So make sure. This is kind of a serious thing. It hits home. If you guys have kids or young adults, young men and women that are graduating, please send us the pictures, send us a little information about them, and we will include them in in our graduation event, which we don't know when it's going to happen, but it'll be sometime in June where normal graduation happens, and we would love to do that. So on this note, remember our new show is Thursdays. June 4th is our starting date.
Yep.
7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And by that time, we'll be in phase 2. So we'll be all loosey-goosey, ready to go spread more Rona.
It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. And so make sure, mark that down. It's going to be Thursdays, and we'll mark it down on our site too. Go do our YouTube. Please subscribe. We'd love by then to have 100 subscribers so we can do some special stuff. And then our outro, Scotty, explain how we're outroing today.
We this weekend, this Memorial Day, my uncle served in the military and passed away, and I actually got to see a military funeral. It was a beautiful thing, amazing. I mean, shook you to the core when the guns went off. But I wanted to salute to those who served our country and keep us safe, and those that still continue to serve, especially during this pandemic, and remembering those who have paid the ultimate price in defending our country. I just want to thank you guys for your service, and Troy and I both do. And so I just put this quick video together. Just gonna do a quick drink. A cheers to you,
everybody.
Everybody,
raise your glass, everybody.
Thank you so much for your service. Cheers to you, and thanks for tuning in. We'll see you guys on Thursday, June 4th.
Over 16 million Americans served in World War II. Without the greatest generation, the world would be different today.
Over 5 million served during the Korean War, fighting a war halfway around the world.
2.7 million Americans served in Vietnam. Many of them never got the thanks they deserved.
Millions of Americans have served in peacetime and in the ongoing war on terror, both at home and abroad.
To those soldiers, we say the same thing today that we say every day.
Thank you.
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 From all of us, thank you for your service.